During the second half of the 19th century, the Industrial Revolution allowed for the cheap and relatively easy manufacture of all kinds of domestic consumer goods. And during the Victorian era, all kinds of little weird knickknacks were made. And that is what I have in my hand here. This little piece was something I bought at my local flea market about 2 months ago. And it's a little brass or copper circular object. As you can see, it is heavily decorated, both on the top and on the sides. And to me, this is one of the ultimate examples of Victorian era, over manufacture, I suppose you would say. The fact that the Victorians would make all kinds of things for all kinds of purposes, for very specialized purposes, for very general purposes, and this manufacturing culture turned out little pieces like this. And you look at it and you think, well, what the hell is it for? It's about the size of a coffee mug, and the lid comes off, and it's got this little ring here, and it's got a hole in the middle. What is it? This is a Victorian-era string caddy. So what you would do is you would have your ball of string, which you would buy at your stationer's. You would drop it inside. The string goes through the hole there, like that. And this cute little thing would sit on your desk, on your shop counter, and with the string sticking out like that. And the only thing this thing does is hold and dispense string and stop it from rolling off the desk. So you might think, why did they make something like this? Well, in an age when suddenly you could make anything you wanted, and it would be relatively easy, relatively cheap, the Victorians started making all kinds of things that they weren't able to make before. Things like a string caddy. It doesn't do anything, it just holds string. And they thought, well, why not? If it's going to hold string, we might as well make it look cute. And that's how you end up with little products like this. So this would have sat on someone's desk or on a shop counter, and when you needed string to tie up your newspapers or to tie up your parcels before you took it to the post office, you would pull out some string, you would cut it off, and while you were pulling out the string, the ball wouldn't roll off the desk, it wouldn't roll all over the place and make a mess. And when you were done, the string would be safely contained inside its caddy. And it would keep your desk neat and tidy. You wouldn't have to keep opening drawers and fishing around for your string when you could just have it sitting on your desk. Close at hand, but also tastefully out of sight. So there we have it. A beautiful Art Nouveau copper string caddy. This is about 1870, 1880, 1890, somewhere around there. And it is a beautiful example of late Victorian era consumer goods. I do have a post about this piece on my blog. If you want to read it, then there is a link to the post in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment and a thumbs up if you did.